Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for watching tonight. My name is Ginger Pierce. If you're new to my YouTube channel or my Facebook page, I am a master planner with Marvelous Mouse Travels, which is an earmarked authorized Disney vacation planner, diamond level. And we have been doing our yearly Marvelous Madness tournament where we have all of you vote in my Instagram and Facebook stories on your favorite something relating to Disney or Universal. This year, we have been doing Disney World on-site hotels, and we've had so much fun the whole time. We've loved it, getting to interact with you guys and hear, your favorite resorts and why. And tonight we are here to reveal our champion of the tournament, but also Evan, my husband, who's going to join me now. You want to say hey?
Hi, everybody.
My husband Evan and I are going to reveal our brackets. So if we had been voting solo, we're going to share with you what the results would have been in our opinions as to our, best Disney on-site resort as we see it. But we have loved getting to hear from all of you guys and getting to interact with you. That's always the most fun part of this every year. So we started off, if you've been following along, this is going to be a little bit of a review, but we started off with, our deluxe resort category. We had some play-in games, for lack of a better word, and then we had our moderate and value category, and we had two resorts that progressed all the way through their respective categories, and our final two were the Polynesian Resort, which is obviously, an absolutely iconic Disney resort. It is one of the original ones alongside the Contemporary, right there in the Magic Kingdom area, right there on the monorail line. Super great location, awesome theming, wonderful restaurants. People love the Polynesian. And it was up against what is many, many people's favorite value resort, and for many people their favorite resort period, and that is Disney's Art of Animation, which is a great option because it has not only standard rooms, but it has those awesome family suites. It's right there centrally located on the Skyliner line. It has amazing theming after some of Disney's most popular animated features of all time, like The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, Finding Nemo, Cars. Just a really great resort. So these are two, in my opinion, powerhouses that are up against each other in this championship match. Evan, what are your opinion on these two resorts?
Well, you can't go wrong with either one of them. Kim Quick has joined us. She said, so excited. Welcome, Kim. I'm glad to have you here with us. But I mean, either one of these, you've got, notice again, unique transportation. That's a big deal to everybody. So the Polynesian on the monorail, with the Art of Animation on the Skyliner, you've got family suites going up against bungalows, poly bungalows. But you want me to reveal who won?
Go for it. Let's see it.
Well, who'd you vote for?
I voted for the Polynesian. I love Art of Animation, but I couldn't not vote for the Polynesian on this one.
I voted for the Polynesian as well. And apparently a whole bunch of other people did too. I mean, like that, this one, we probably could have called this one. The results, it was actually closer than I anticipated. It was 67 to 33%, which is actually closer than what I figured it would be. I figured it'd be 80 or 90 something. But the people have spoken. You have crowned the Polynesian as the best Disney hotel in Walt Disney World. Kim's pumped up. That's what I'm talking about, Kim. Totally agree. I mean, that's cool that the Polynesian has won. We now have a winner of the Marvelous Madness Disney Resort Hotel bracket, and this is so much fun, man. It's just fun. It's a lot of fun to do. It's a lot of fun to talk with you guys about. So here's what we're gonna do now. Bobby Joe, appreciate you joining us as well. She said, love it. And hard to beat a monorail resort. It is hard to beat a monorail resort. So here's what we're going to do now. Ginger, why don't you tell everybody, I'll show your bracket on the screen, and you can tell everybody how you would have voted if this had been up to you. And I'll remove the blue background to make it a little bit easier to see that. There we go.
So, in the original matchup between the Polynesian and the Contemporary, I agreed with, many of you, most of you, and I would have progressed the Polynesian through that round. Up against the Grand Floridian, though, I mentioned this in one of our previous videos. I love the Grand Floridian. I have like a sentimental attachment to it. I remember when Evan and I took our kids to Disney World for the first time, we were going on the ferry and we were, of course, sailing by the Grand Floridian. And I remember just thinking it was so pretty and thinking, oh, I would love to stay there. But, that'll like never happen. And then several years and a lot of hard work later, we were able to make it happen. And so I have like a sentimental attachment to that resort, and it will always be one of my favorites for that reason, but also because I love its location. I love a lot of its on-site dining. I love its rooms. I love, a lot of the things about it. So I would have actually carried the Grand Floridian all the way through the deluxe round. In the Wilderness Lodge Animal Kingdom matchup, I would have chosen Animal Kingdom Lodge, as many of you did. I love the private savannah. I also really like the food there. Like, that's one thing I realized, food is really important to me at a resort. Like, I almost always vote with, some of the best restaurants. And I would have ultimately, though, had Grand Floridian knock that one out. Between Yacht Club, oh, go ahead, Ed.
You got a couple comments coming in here. Bobby Joe said Riviera is still my favorite. Best bathrooms on property. I agree. And then Laura said, I can't believe how quickly you knocked out Beach Club.
Well, and that was a really hard choice because those resorts are so similar. And I did go back and forth because I was like, well, Beach Club has Cape May, it has Beaches and Cream. It's a little bit closer to Epcot, which is my favorite park. But at the end of the day, what won me over with the Yacht Club was I love Ale and Compass. Again, I'm voting for the food, but also I like those rooms. I just like the feel of the interior of those rooms a little bit better. And I honestly think it's because they don't have carpet. Like, it's just personal preference, but I always prefer the vinyl floors in hotel rooms. But that was the one probably that I feel like I struggled over. Well, the most until I got to Riviera versus Yacht Club, because I, moved Saratoga Springs past Old Key West and I moved Riviera past Saratoga Springs. But when it came between Yacht Club and Riviera, I deliberated over this one also quite a lot because I love the Riviera, like absolutely love it. And I love its theming. I love the fact that, like Yacht Club, it's all one kind of interior space. But the location ultimately is what made me push Yacht Club forward. And again, when I got to Grand Floridian versus Yacht Club, this was a hard matchup too, because I was going with great locations either way, with great, on-site restaurants, great amenities either way. So at the end of the day, I went with my heart and I chose the Grand Floridian over the Yacht Club. Now, when you get down here into the moderate category, I chose Riverside over French Quarter, and that's probably because I'm looking at it more from the perspective of a travel professional than I am as a consumer. Not that I wouldn't love French Quarter either way. I mean, I recommend that resort to my clients all the time. But what I like about Riverside, and what many families that I work with like about Riverside, is that it has those fifth sleeper rooms. It is kind of a lot harder to find accommodations for parties of more than 4 at Disney, because none of the values except the ones that have family suites are going to accommodate a family of more than 4 in one room. And so Riverside is a great moderate option that has those fifth sleeper rooms. So I bumped that one forward for that reason. Oh, you want to say something?
Leanne said Port Orleans resorts are my most favorite Disney resorts, right there on the boat ride to Disney Springs. Laura said, preach, sister, families of 5 have it rough. I understand. I totally understand.
I mean, you really are, unless you're staying in a family suite, you really are looking at a moderate or a deluxe resort if you're a family of 5, or you're looking at 2 rooms. So, Riverside is one of 2 moderate options, 3 actually, if you count Fort Wilderness, which will accommodate those larger families. So, and in the matchup between Caribbean Beach and Port Orleans Riverside, I gave the edge to Caribbean Beach. Again, both have those fifth sleeper rooms, which is awesome, but Caribbean Beach has the Skyliner. I love the Skyliner because it goes to 2 of awesome parks. So that's why I chose that one. Coronado and Fort Wilderness. I love Grand Destino Tower. We've talked about how it feels like a deluxe, even though it's a moderate. And then between Caribbean Beach and Coronado Springs, again, because of Grand Destino Tower specifically, that is why I moved Coronado Springs forward. But this was another one that I really, really deliberated and went back and forth a lot between Coronado and Caribbean Beach. I really could have flipped a coin, honestly, and gone either way. Between the All-Star movies is my preference over All-Star Sports because I like the theme better and I like those renovated rooms better. But I moved music forward because of its family suites. And then for Pop and Art of Animation, again, I went with my heart. Pop Century was the first on-site resort that our children ever stayed at. And so it has that same sentimental value for me, which is why I moved it all the way forward. But when it went up against Coronado Springs, I had to start, thinking with my head instead of my heart again, and I had to move Coronado Springs. And then between Grand Destino and Grand Floridian, I mean, obviously location alone is going to decide that. I think we had another comment come through from Michael about the Polynesian.
Michael said the Poly is a short walk to the Ticket and Transportation Center, a short boat ride from Magic Kingdom at night, a monorail ride to Magic Kingdom, and the TTC. That's what makes it perfect for us. Totally agree. It's location, right? I mean, it is right on the monorail. It is perfect as far as location.
Absolutely. I mean, really, you cannot go wrong with any of the resorts on the monorail loop. It's particularly if you love the Magic Kingdom, which many Disney fans do. It is a great location, and Poly is really nicely situated because it does have, like many people say, oh, you can't walk, to Magic Kingdom from the Polynesian, but you can actually. It'll be a longer walk, but you can walk to the Grand Floridian and then you can walk to the Magic Kingdom. But it would obviously be much faster to just hop on the monorail or on a boat, or even walk over to the TTC and catch the ferry over that way if you want to. But fantastic location. And with vacations, like in real estate, location matters a whole lot. Evan, do you want to share with everybody your bracket?
Absolutely. So your final four was Grand Floridian, Yacht Club, Coronado Springs, and Pop Century, with Grand Floridian and Coronado in the championship, with Grand Floridian winning. So mine, and here's what I'm going to do for mine. I'm going to go about it a little bit different order, just to mix it up. So I will go right down, the first round, second round, third, that kind of thing. So this was my bracket: Polynesian against Contemporary. I went with Polynesian because I like it better. The Yacht Club and Beach Club, I went with Yacht Club because I like it better. Now that's that. Okay, so here's the thing. You'll notice I've got Yacht Club winning the whole thing. Well, the Yacht Club and the Grand Floridian are extremely close. I'm so sorry, Laura. So Laura said, Evan, you knocked out Beach Club too. So here's the thing. I love the Beach Club. It is my number 3 favorite resort on the entire property. 1, 2, and 3 are Yacht Club, Grand Floridian, and Beach Club, and they're all super, super close. That first round matchup was one of the toughest matchups in the whole thing right off the bat. But I went with Yacht Club because I like the rooms a little bit better as far as like the floor, and I just like them a little bit better.
Our kids spill stuff. Like we've learned that in hotel rooms, they spill like
in
milk.
Our house.
And yes, in our house, and our car, particularly our car. So
our poor car.
Yeah, if they can spill things on vinyl, a little bit easier to clean it up.
Yep. Saratoga Springs and Old Key West. I went with Old Key West simply because of those 1-bedroom villas and the 3-bedroom villas that are like larger than our first house. I mean, they're pretty incredible. So that's why I went with Old Key West there. Riverside and French Court, I went with Riverside. I think it's prettier. I know it doesn't have beignets, but I do think it's prettier and a little more. I just think it's prettier. And they have those princess rooms, which is pretty cool. All-Star Movies and Sports, I went with Movies because it's been renovated. And I just like the decor there. So in the Sweet 16, Grand Floridian against Polynesian, it's a tough one, man, because they're both really, really good, really good. But if you've been watching throughout the course of this tournament here, you will know that I have an affinity for the Grand Floridian. Walking in that beautiful lobby with hearing the piano being played or the jazz band in particular, if they're there, oh my goodness, it's just incredible. The food at the Grand Floridian, top notch. I mean, and you could say that about Polynesian too, but Grand Floridian Cafe, the pool situation at Grand Floridian, you can walk to Magic Kingdom. Couldn't think of the word there. You can walk there if you want to. I mean, it's awesome. Wilderness Lodge, Animal Kingdom because of Savannah. Boardwalk Yacht Club because I like it better. That's my Andy Bernard analysis there. Riviera, Old Key West, Riviera, best bathrooms on property. I've said that over and over and over. It is a beautiful resort. The bathrooms are incredible. There is laundry literally in the same hall as you there, which is awesome. And it's on the Skyliner.
And some units there have it in the unit. We just stayed in a studio, but the studios are really close to the laundry rooms too.
Caribbean Beach. Laura said, making those take the Skyliner to the Riviera. Try. Absolutely, yes. You need to try the bathrooms. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Caribbean Beach, Portland Riverside. Caribbean Beach because of one word, Skyliner. That is why that one won. Coronado Springs, Fort Wilderness. Coronado Springs, 2 words. Well, no, I guess 3. Grand Destino Tower. The Grand Destino Tower. And listen, Coronado Springs has arguably the best quick service location of any Disney resort, period. That includes all the deluxes. The quick service location at Coronado Springs is absolutely fantastic. It's spacious. They have tons of options. It is the bomb. So,
and we've eaten there a lot because we stay here a lot for work. Like when we go down for conferences and trainings and stuff, we tend to stay because it has a convention center. We tend to stay at Coronado Springs a lot. So we've eaten basically everything they have at that quick service at one time or another, and it's all been good. I've never had anything bad.
Leanne said Caribbean Beach has the best carpets though. And so when we look at the next one, All-Star Music, and I don't know. So the carpets at Yacht Club are pretty cool too. They got like all the nautical stuff on them. Those are pretty cool too. But yeah, I mean, Caribbean Beach has really cute carpets. And then All-Star Music versus All-Star Movies, music because of Family Suites, and Pop Century versus Art of Animation. So this is where everyone can tell me I am stupid because Art of Animation has Family Suites and Pop Century doesn't, and they're both on the Skyliner. So what's the difference? Exactly what Ginger said for hers. Pop Century is the first place we ever stayed with our kids, and it has sentimental value for that very reason. Not only that, I love the decades theming of Pop Century. I've always been a retro stuff fan, and it is full of retro stuff. So therefore, I am a fan. That wall of history, essentially, as you walk in the lobby is really, really cool, which is why I put Pop Century ahead of Art of Animation. So the Elite 8, Grand Floridian against Animal Kingdom Lodge. Grand Floridian because of it's awesome. That is absolutely amazing on the monorail. Man, just a beautiful place. Yacht Club Riviera. Oh man, this was tough. Oh my goodness, this was difficult. So once again, if I said Yacht Club, Grand Floridian, Beach Club, number 4 is Riviera. Like, I love that place. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet or not, but the bathrooms at the Riviera are absolutely fantastic. And, Ginger and I got to sit out on one of the balconies one time, and the Skyliner's going, overlooking the pool. You can see Caribbean Beach there. It's just awesome, man. You got Topolino's there. So you can see all 4 parks from Topolino's. It's the bomb. It's really good. Caribbean Beach, Coronado Springs. So I went with Coronado Springs because I just love that place. Now this is an interesting departure from everything I've done up until this point in this bracket, because Coronado Springs is not on the Skyliner. It does not have a boat to anywhere. But I love that place. Primarily because the rooms are fantastic. Grand Casino Tower rooms are fantastic. Once again, the quick service, and it's beautiful. The resort itself is beautiful. It does not have beaches like it does at Caribbean Beach, so that's obviously a favor. And the Skyliner is in favor of Caribbean Beach. I don't know. It's just something about Coronado. I love that place. I love the rooms. It's comfortable. Oh, Michael said, got to go get ready. Go Big Orange. Hey, absolutely, buddy. I love that. Go Big Orange. That's what I'm talking about. So the Kansas State, Michigan State game is in overtime right now. Not that I have it in front of me right now at all. So the Tennessee game is getting, oh my goodness, they just threw an alley-oop and the guy reverse slammed it. Okay. So it's now 94-92 Kansas State. But so the Tennessee game is going to be a little bit delayed, just so you know. So I picked Coronado Springs. All-Star Music Pop Century because of retro. So then my final four was very, very similar. Is it the same as yours? I think it's the same. Yeah. So our final four was the exact same. See, we've always been like this, you know. That's a Friends reference. But so Grand Floridian Yacht Club. Oh my goodness. It's so difficult because, and I'm going to be honest with you, I really struggled with this one a lot, actually. And honestly, the thing that won for Yacht Club in my mind was you can walk to Epcot. That's the thing that won it. It was because the Epcot resort area is my absolute favorite resort area anywhere in Disney World. I love the boardwalk area. I love the ice cream on the boardwalk. You get that vanilla ice cream with peanut butter on it. Oh my goodness. I love the pizza little window over there, sitting there with the lights on at night, overlooking the water. So the thing that won the Yacht Club for me was where it is, its location. I love the fact that you can walk to Epcot. But I mean, my goodness, the Grand Floridian is an amazing location too. If I'm going just based off of the resort alone, I'd say Grand Floridian. But when I consider its location and there you go. So Laura is a realtor and she said, location, location, location. That's exactly right. That's the most important thing, right? And so, hey, if you're in the Chattanooga area, you can check out Laura Lynch Homes. That not a sponsor. So there you go. We get to Coronado Springs Pop Century. That's a tough one, but man, this is back to back. I picked Coronado over Skyliner Resorts. And so once again, in the final four, Coronado advances over Pop Century. It's just a really beautiful place. It's comfortable. That's the word I keep going back to. It's comfortable. It's good. Like it's a good, and the quick service is fantastic. So then when we get to Yacht Club in Coronado, I mean, come on, it's not fair to Coronado, but I chose Yacht Club because it's like the bomb. So once again, Ginger mentioned Ale and Compass. You've got probably the best pool on all of Disney property there. Probably, well, I mean, it is, in my opinion, it is the best resort area. Laura just asked a question. Can Coronado sleep 5? Never looked at it.
So they don't have the 5th sleeper rooms like you have at Caribbean Beach, but there are some larger suites that can sleep parties larger than 4, but all of their standard non-suite rooms are 4 max.
So there you go. It's good having a travel agent in the house. So that's why I chose Yacht Club. It's my absolute favorite. It's like 1A and 1B between Yacht Club and Grand Floridian, and then Beach Club is like essentially 1C because it's not much different than the Yacht Club. So just incredible location. Walking to the International Gateway at Epcot, you can't beat it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. And, Evan and I were inspired I guess, by all of this talk of, all these different resorts. And we already had a longer trip planned in July. We're going to be staying at the Contemporary, which we're really excited about. But we decided we would also plan a long weekend trip over his birthday. And we're actually going to stay at like 3 different resorts. So we're going to be at Old Key West in a 1-bedroom villa, which is super exciting. We're going to film a resort tour of that. We already have a resort tour in the can. We're going to film a room tour of that specific space. But we're also going to stay at both of the Port Orleans resorts. So we're excited about that. We're not even going to go to the parks for that trip. We're just going to hang out at the resorts and swim in the pools and go to Disney Springs a lot. And it's going to be a good trip. We're excited about that. So, we
We're going to eat at Homecoming and
Yes.
Boathouse and
Yes.
Olivia's.
Olivia's.
And it's going to be
I love
great.
Olivia's. That's another perk for Old Key West. Olivia's is delicious. But thank you all so much for watching and participating in this. We have so much fun whenever you guys are involved in this, and we look forward to doing it every year. If you have a good idea for next year's topic, go ahead and throw that down in the comments. We would love to already start thinking about that for next year. Also, you'll notice I'm wearing my Disney Cruise Line shirt here, and my 4th of July ears, because Disney Cruise Line actually announced their summer 2024 itineraries today. So they are going to open next week, booking through September of 2024. And some of those itineraries include stops at the brand new, what is the name of it? Lighthouse Point, which is the brand new like Disney island space. It's in Eleuthera in the Bahamas. So it's not a whole island like Castaway Cay, but it is a destination that was kind of themed and planned out by Disney Cruise Line. So that is super exciting. If you're interested in something like that, go ahead and go to gingermmt.com, and in the upper left-hand corner, you can click get a free quote. And I'll reach out to you and get some more information, because when you can start booking those depends on, are you a first-time cruiser? Are you a member of the Castaway Club? We got to figure all that stuff out. But that's really exciting news coming out of Disney Cruise Line. And also Universal had some exciting news today too. They released their Halloween Horror Nights event dates, which is, one of the premier Halloween events in the Orlando area. And they also recently released or opened booking for 2024 for Universal. So lots of exciting things. Hopefully Disney World and Disneyland will open 2024 for booking not too far in the future. Don't have specific dates on that yet, but we do know the dates for Disney Cruise Line and for Universal Orlando. So that's super exciting. If you're interested in any of that, again, you can reach out to me by going to my blog at gingermmt.com. Really soon, we're going to be releasing a packing list video for Disney Cruise Line. So keep your eyes open for that.
You want to do it tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What about that? We'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's already made and edited. We just gotta schedule it to go out.
We didn't want to interfere with the Marvelous Madness going on here with the resorts. So look for that tomorrow. And I just wanted, before Ginger closes out, I just wanted to thank everybody as well, because this is so much fun. Like this is the kind of stuff, I guess we're nerds, but this is the kind of stuff that we do on car rides to Orlando. Like we come up with brackets of different Disney related things. And like one time we did a whole like Disney movie bracket, and we had like, what were our categories? We had like live action.
It was like best theme, best soundtrack, best storyline, most relatable protagonist. Like we had like a whole system of things.
So this is like what we do for fun. So I guess we're nerds, but it is fun, and I guess we're competitive, which is why we think of these things. Katie said, "Look forward to this every year." So thank you, thank you so much, Katie. We appreciate that. That means a lot. We look forward to it as well. It's so much fun.
Katie's joining us all the way from the Caribbean right now. She's traveling. It's exciting.
Hey, we're international, baby.
She's at Sandals. That's exciting.
Whoa, that's cool. Hope you're having fun down there, Katie. So I mean, just as a personal note, thank you so much to all of you for joining us on this, because it really is so much fun for us, and we hope it's fun for you too. And she said, I wouldn't miss it. I like that, Katie. Thank you so much. So we appreciate all of you so much for joining.
Right. That's right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. We're going to go watch the Vols win. See you, everybody.
I like that. That's what I'm talking about. You notice she didn't say we're going to go watch the Vols play. She said we're going to go watch the Vols win. That's exactly right. Go Big Orange. We appreciate you all. Have a great evening.
Bye.